From the headquarters of People's Daily in Beijing, this is People's Daily Talk. Joining me for today's discussion is Mr. Joshua Cohen, the Vice President of Content Licensing and Distribution at PR Newswire. Mr. Cohen, welcome to PD Talk.
Thank you.
Well, this year marks the 40th anniversary of China's reform and opening up policy. Because of your business connections, you know a lot about China. So as a witness of China's rapid development over the years, what do you think about the changes that we have made and how do you evaluate those improvements?
Okay, so let me talk about that a bit from my own experience, because I have actually been coming to China for close to 30 years. In the 1990s, I was working for the Financial Times of London, and we had developed a product at the time, the Asia Intelligence Wire, and we worked with all the news agencies, including in China, such as Xinhua Daily and China Daily, etc., collecting all the information in English from all the countries across Asia, and was providing it to all the major media organizations around the world. So once we launched the product, it went very well, but the first feedback that we started to get is, you don't have enough information about China. Right? At the time, there was really nothing coming out. But now, really it's amazing what has happened. I would say that the audiences, the media that we work with, they have mastered this even better than any of the counterparts abroad. That's how quickly they have advanced in mastering and using the technologies involved and in understanding how to get out the message. So, so you said, what are some obvious things that I've noticed about the progress? Well, I mean, most foreigners, something they're super impressed by, and I think it's an excellent example, is in logistics. I mean, there's no country in the world where you can travel over 1,000 kilometers by rail in like a little over 3 hours. I mean, the U.S. probably would take 10, 12 hours by rail to do the same distance. And then, even something as basic as placing a major at Hongqiao, and then you can walk to make your connection within China by rail. I don't know anywhere in the world that's happening. And now with the Belt and Road Initiative, I think there's a good opportunity to take this approach around the world, which China is doing.
And also, you have more than 20 years of professional experience in the development and distribution of news globally, with a particular focus on China-related deals. So I'm curious, based on your observation, what particular aspects of China's business and financial news get the most attention from your global clients?
In my role, I have a global role, so it's about disseminating the news worldwide. That's what we do. China is particularly important because it is, at the moment, the second world's largest economy and very, very likely going to be the world's biggest economy. So the interest in the market is huge. So just for example, in my hometown, I read the New York Times. They have at least 5 articles about China in section 1 every day. That's how important it is. I mean, you can't do your job without, any company cannot claim a leadership role if they don't have a presence and a roadmap and a strategy for what they're going to do in China. It's that basic today. And, it's no secret that China's number one in many sectors these days. Automotive, alternative energy, AI. I mean, they're making huge progress. And what's happening now is China's actually taking a leadership role in what the future of mankind is going to be about in its effort in environmental protection, and in coming up with scientific and AI-based solutions to warming, because the old solutions are not working or not feasible. Even taking a leadership role in terms of not only growing China, but becoming a leader in where the world is going today.
According to a report officially released by the World Bank at the end of October, China's business environment has risen rapidly, more than 30 over the last year, and is ranking 46 out of 190 economies. So based on your experience with your global clients, what do you think about the business environment in China?
Okay, so again, these have been around for a while. There's been a huge change. Like, for instance, the Chinese government has made it a lot easier for businesses to operate here, whether they're Chinese or foreign. You can get a company registered a lot more quickly. filing your taxes, doing all your necessary reporting. It's been made a lot easier using the internet and AI and all the modern systems in order to do so. The environment has been obviously improving quickly. It'll simply make it a lot easier to do business. I mean, just an example. I mean, China definitely is taking the lead on how money is being transferred. For example, right now, pretty much succeeded in being a cashless society. So any kind of transactions become extremely easy. Let's just take all the e-commerce. I think 10 years ago, I don't even think it was possible because the payment system infrastructure didn't exist. Now, it's one system that's all the different players in it have worked together, so it's totally transparent and interchangeable. So you have Alipay, et cetera. It's totally basically a cashless society. That's removed all the friction. And on the other side is the delivery. I mean, you can get your goods here in the same day, even if it's not in the same city. I don't think that's possible in the U.S. yet.
Obviously, the government is making every effort to support the system and make the environment better. Do you have any suggestions for the Chinese enterprises to going global?
They need to tell their story to the world. Generally speaking, I mean, China is at a turning point. The world is at a turning point. There's a huge opportunity for China to take a real leadership role in formulating where the world is going forward today. Whether it's climate change, whether it's communication, these are where the opportunities are.